everybody. My name is Anna and I'm working for fertilizer trading company in Romania. Today I try to explain you how to make good presentation using structure and to do it look clever, structured and logical. In every presentation we have three main parts. First one is introduction, where we explain the audience what I'm going to do in general. The next part is main body with your main points, with what you wanted to say, and the final clause is conclusion, where you generally have to repeat your main thoughts. Now I show you my presentation, which I made in Istanbul, and from time to time I'll be explaining you what ticks I used. So let's begin. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about last news of fertilizer market, and in my presentation focus will be on trends relevant to our domestic market in Romania and Danube region. Here you can see was introduction. My presentation takes around 5 minutes of your time. Here you can see that I say my audience how long my presentation will take. So let's move on. I'm going to go through three points. Key market trends in Romania, market of larger Danube region, and finally, what are the strategic implications for sales development in this regard. Here I showed the audience what I'm going to talk about. My first point is Romania. Recent heavy rains and high prices have slowed down farmer demand. For example, granular urea price is around 490 per ton. Domestic production stopped using natural gas. It means less domestic products. To sum up, all consumers are expecting price reduction and are at a low starting point for purchases. This moves us to the second point. Here you can see, in my first point, I used PEEP structure. Point, Romanian market. Explanation, what are going with farmers' demand. Sample, for example, I gave prices and summarize. And after that, I used the special words to move to the second point. For example, here I say, this moves us to the second point. After that, I am explaining the audience my second clause, my second point of my presentation about Danube region market. Here they say the same situation. We use structure, including point, explanation, example, and summarize. The second point about the Danube region market. After we ended the second point, we are moving to the third one. It is known that in good presentation, highly likely not to put more than 3 main boxes. So our third main box of our presentation, of body of our presentation, is so what strategic implications for sales development can we see? Here I also use the structure starting from explanation, what fertilizer market shows us in our region. After that, I give the audience my opinion, the way I see it is. I say, and then I explain what trends, what I think we have to do. Focused on nitrogen-based products, diversify sourcing, engaged early with distributions and cooperative, and so on. After that, I make a little summarize, something like this way opens an opportunity for companies like ours to step in with reliable supply and competitive pricing. And here I am coming to the conclusion. In conclusion, to begin with, we must to say audience that presentation is coming to its end. I say we are coming to the end of my presentation. In conclusion, I would like, and here I say, just I repeat my main points. In conclusion, I would like to stress that, as we mentioned in the beginning, blah blah blah. Here, in conclusion, we must to stress the main what we want your audience to remember, and your main message. My main message is that companies that adapt quickly, build local partnership, and leverage supply chain resilience will be best. After that, we can say thank you for listening, for their time, and invite everybody to